Hello everybody and welcome back to Voidspace Alpha. My name is Ollie and today we're continuing with our playthrough of Rome 2 Total War on hard difficulty as the Romans themselves. Now to bring up the diplomatic screen, we are still at war with the Nevri and we are pushing our legions into their lands. Our biggest opponent at the moment is actually our own food supply, but that hopefully, touch wood, has rectified itself now with all of the food producing buildings that we have been creating. Now we are in the dire position of needing to convert all of these buildings before we push on, so we have some garrison, at least some sort of speed bump behind us, so we will be waiting for that. There is a nervy army, a full 20 stack, making its way towards the 16th Legion here, and I unfortunately don't have any money to fight them off, so we're going to have to just hope that we can win that battle when it inevitably comes. But I'm going to press the end turn button now and say a massive thank you to the 26,722 people that have subscribed to the channel so far. Yes, I've got the YouTube Studio app up on my phone so I can get an accurate number, and that is truly amazing. So thank you so much. Looks like we are going to be fighting this battle against the Nervi, and the AI, the computer, doesn't rate our chances at succeeding here. So I'm going to fight this battle on the battlefield just to make sure that even if we do lose, we inflict as many casualties as possible on the Nervi, so that when we regroup and reinstitute the 16th Legion, we are in a much better place to continue our conquests. Now, last episode, I mentioned a couple of things. First thing is, in the description to this video, and every video for that matter, is a link to a Discord server. I would love nothing more than to see more Rome 2 Total War, or just Total War players in general, coming and hanging out and just, shooting the crap and chatting stuff, historical Total War, or maybe even other Total War titles as well. But also, I would love to do some more Total War titles, and you can decide what they will be. I believe in the last episode I said something along the lines of I will take what was it, Pharaoh and Thrones Britannia, I want to say, as the next two things that I will create in terms of a Total War. So yeah, that is completely possible. Right, what I think I'm going to have to do here is use my cav to get out immediately, hopefully win a couple of cavalry engagements against them and then start harassing their lines, and then just really kind of focus down on the defense here. So let's try that. Let's get our cavalry outside of the town limits, and I'm hoping they come and hit me square on. I mean, we are playing on hard difficulty, so there's every chance that they won't. I'm going to use Flaming Shot as well, because it does more morale damage. Okay, we've got some light horse coming in. What's our horse is heavy melee cavalry. So if we can pull their cavalry away from their main lines, there's a pretty decent chance we'll be able to kill them. Let's get our cavalry stuck in there. Looks like their cavalry is going to take some casualties from our ranged units. What I want to be wary of is infantry coming in to support this, which they are now. So I will break off. Yeah, we're inflicting quite a few casualties there. Let's get these guys over here. General, you're going to have to actually pull in a shift. Just to keep those men away from our missile units. In fact, bring those legionaries in as well. Looks like they're not flanking this side. They're flanking the other side. Let's pull back one cohort. It looks like they're bringing the lion's share of their army around here. Right, that's one light horse broken. Let's get another broken. Okay, our general is taking a pounding. I need to pull him out. Okay, surely that's another light horse broken. Our general should escape with his life. Okay, we should inflict a decent amount of casualties here. Those light horse are now destroyed. I can come and hit their skirmishing units in the rear. What have we got here? Light horse, some spear supports. Yeah, this is the main line here. So I'm wondering if I could just pull these guys across here.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
We have hidden units? Oh no, yes we do. Of course we do. The cavalry coming out of the trees, screaming down onto these slingers. Right, let's start assaulting this main line. Looks like these guys are going to flank around even more. We're going to bring one cohort back. Defend there. Let's get all of our heavy cav into these slingers. This might be winnable. There's a distinct possibility that we could pull this. Yeah, that's collapsing. Slingers are collapsing. Light horse is collapsing over here. These guys are active. These guys might be tired. This is a pretty well-staffed and decently recruited cohort here. And it's swordsmen going up against spearmen, so they should win. Healer throw. Good couple of casualties, and they break off. Right, push through to those. Let's get everybody in there. Yeah, the morale is low thanks to the flaming missiles. Let's change the facing for a couple of these, just so they can put some missiles in this direction. Right, that's all been sorted. Now I can form up my cav over here. They've got no missile units left, which is great. And I believe the tide of the battle has now turned where we're more likely to win than lose, which is just fantastic. I love it when that happens. Yet some more fire missiles are falling into these guys over here. A little bit concerned because these guys have been fighting the entire time, but they seem to be holding out, which is great. Can't really afford to take any more units from here. These guys probably just want to change their facing a little bit. Their generals here. Let's get our heavy cavalry screaming into that field. Sorry about a very brief interruption in viewing there, but it turns out after 4 and a bit months on YouTube, I've just now run out of disk space, so I had to delete a load of old files that I was storing. It looks like the collapse of the Nervi army is fully upon us. We've lost a couple of cohorts of legionaries, so yeah, I'm just going to push my cavalry all the way in there. These guys are doing pretty well. These guys are doing pretty well. Don't want to commit my legatus to the fight because he will inevitably die and then I'll have a rout on my hands. Yeah, but it looks like all of these guys can throw in. Right, okay, this cohort has won. So I'm going to get them flanking around here.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay, let's try and get the Oathsworn killed. And can I just increase speed while this unit gets its way around? I can. And I can just come and hit these guys. Possibly with a peeler throw. They're pretty tired. Oh, and I didn't even get my peeler throw off. It was a victory. Heroic victory. I'll take that. We lost 310 men. The enemy lost 1,889. That has to be some sort of world record. That's an amazing result. 200 odd, or what will it be? 300 odd soldiers left for the enemy. That's yeah, that's incredible. So yeah, we are going to kill the captives for a little bit of wealth. Don't really like taking slaves because we end up with loads of slave revolts. And now we get to watch the beautiful turn sequence with Armenia doing all of their things. There's a bit of an empire going on over there with the Armenians. And yeah, the Nori raiding on the borders of our town. Peace negotiated between the Nori and the Helvetii. There's an increase in rank here. Excuse me. Yeah, we did not raise a settlement, raise an army at a settlement there, but let's continue getting the buildings that we need. Still can't recruit any troops here. I'm going to give extra authority to this guy, and I'm going to continue pushing. Now that these guys are only one turn away from actually having a garrison, I'm going to push in over here. Yes, I trespassed on the Britain's turf a little bit there. But we'll move our spies in to get better eyes on the situation. There's nothing over the border there that we particularly want. And do you know what? We could just completely eviscerate this army here. I'm not even going to make you watch that. I'll just protective stance it. And we'll write them off. And yeah, we will leave our army in that position. I have a diplomat here. He's going to move himself over to this location. Yeah, and it looks like where they're mustering the rest of their forces. How are we doing on food? We're at 23. We have a food surplus, which is good. And we also have in Belgia a small force, the 13th Legion, Macedonia, who does have some siege engines as well. So we're going to move them up to Nemosus, so that they can support with the siege of Bibracrate. I'm mispronouncing everything in this playthrough so far. Still can't recruit anything, and that is just because the cohort barracks and the main buildings are yet to switch hands. So we've got 8,000 and not a lot left to do with them. So let's have a look at towns that are still not producing enough food. And we'll just fix that a little bit. That's never going to produce enough food because it's a military recruitment area. We've got enough food buildings there getting turned over. This one has... so this province is minus 21 on food. Might change one of these trading ports to a fishmonger. Yeah. Same situation's going on here. We've got two fishmongers. They're at minus 16 food at the moment. That'll probably change with the two fishmongers. And we have not a lot we can do in Betica. Lusitania's got a fishmonger coming in. Mesopotamia, Seleucia can actually grow a little bit here, but I don't think you can actually get any food producing structures from the main town. Cilia. Media Magna. No, these are all just areas where we own one province. Yeah, I don't think we are going to see any huge food production anywhere around here. So yeah, do you know what? I might hold on to that 3 grand for a bit of unit recruitment in the next turn. But for this episode, that's where I'm going to leave it. So thank you so much for watching if you got this far. Be sure to smash the like button. That'll tell me that you want to see more Total War content. Leave comments. I love reading them. And join the Discord down below. Popping up on your screen. There'll be some other videos. I hope you enjoy. Please do check them out. I'll see you in the next episode.